Should we do a review?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
First up is Eiffel.
Eiffel,
Oui, pardon.
Antoine m'a dit que vous pourriez avoir des idées sur le sujet du concours.
Gustave a surtout des idées sur le métro.
Ça ne fait rêver personne, le métro. Non, après la défaite de Sedan, ce qu'il faut à la France, c'est quelque chose d'aussi fort que ce que vous avez fait pour les Américains. La statue de la liberté, ah, quel symbole magnifique.
C'est l'œuvre de Bartholdi, monsieur le ministre. Oui, mais tout le monde sait que si elle tient debout, c'est grâce à toi.
Ma chère Adrienne, qu'en pensez-vous?
Eh bien, je pense que monsieur le ministre, il faut voir plus libre. Plus audacieux.
Oubliez le métro. Ce monument sera pour la France une revanche sur l'histoire. Vous m'entendez, Eiffel? C'est là-dessus que je vous attends. Une colonne de granit. Non, franchement, c'est triste. C'est parfait, mais... Le panache, surtout.
Une tour. 300 mètres.
300 mètres. En métal?
Entièrement en métal.
What did we think of this? Is it a French film?
It is a French film. I mean, calling it a film is a choice, which I'm not going to make on this show. You know when sometimes you go see a film and you're kind of unsure of why it exists? You know, it's like, is it a passion project? Is it a really juicy commission? Is it a rights issue? Someone just doesn't want to let the rights
Is
allow.
it a tax break?
I think that this is an ad for Paris.
Oh!
There is something really dodgy about this film where at the beginning I noticed that they said that it's sponsored by L'Oréal Paris. And suddenly I thought, oh, okay, that makes sense then. It is essentially, it is not a strict biopic.
Any film that's sponsored, probably not. Probably not a great.
I mean, we will come to Bullet
be
Train
in.
a little bit later.
Okay.
But it's essentially a fictionalized version of Gustave Eiffel, who is the architect, the engineer, who is responsible for the Eiffel Tower, which was the clip that we just listened to. You know, this is the moment where he pitches it. And it's also about the love story that was going on alongside that massive life-changing career-making project that he was embarking on. You know, he reconnects with his long-lost love, who he hadn't seen in over 20 years, played by Emma Mackey, who I did not know was actually French.
Didn't know that either.
Did not know that. I was like, why?
I thought I recognized her. Yeah,
Emma Mackey from Sex Education.
Right. Fabulous actress.
I was like, oh, her French is fantastic. I wonder if she's,
she's got the Kristen Scott Thomas vibe going on.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, no, she's French. Born in France. In any case, she's great. I will say up front, I already had achy feelings about this film going in because Emma Mackey is 26. Romain Dury, who plays Gustave Eiffel, is almost 50.
Yeah.
And it does that thing in the film where they age up the male lead to remind us that 20 years, in fact, have passed in the story. But Emma Mackey looks 26 at the start of the film and 26 years 20 years later when they reunite. And it's...
one of those charming age gaps, hey?
Yeah, they're both fine. They're both fine. Do you know what? I hope that everybody had a lovely time in Paris. I hope they got paid a lot of money and that they all got a big basket of L'Oreal products.
Oh, yeah.
But
Definitely
ultimately, there is no pull to this film. The love story is not a love story. It's completely inert. Emma's character, Adrienne, has no personality. They do this thing where she gets a couple of scenes where she does random, explosive, impulsive things like, oh, I feel... I'm going to jump into the river and you're going to have to save me because I'm impulsive and slightly dangerous and unhinged because I am a woman. And then you must fall madly in love with me. And, and then she just disappears.
Right.
And there is nothing to it. The thing that does become exciting about the film is actually the engineering feat that was the Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
There is one scene that I thought, oh, are we actually going to get an interesting movie about the class issues, the strikes, the actual engineering and the danger of building a tower like that, which, it sounds like the most boring part of a film that is marketed as a love story, but it's actually the most exciting part is when they actually build the first level of the Eiffel Tower and through a combined system, including hydraulics and something else, which I don't have a recollection of because I'm a dum-dum and I don't know any engineering. I know films. That's my thing.
Yeah.
No, films and Brendan Fraser. And
Pauly Shore, don't do yourself down.
That's very true. Thank you. Thanks for your support. And it's riveting because you see the delicate the delicate combination of leadership and engineering and also of maintaining all the worker safety and how everybody essentially needs to work for the same thing to make this huge monument that Eiffel intended to be essentially an equalizer, a monument that was visible and free for everyone who went through Paris, which is the interesting nugget in the middle of this completely bland and unnecessary film. I would really urge everyone to kind of avoid going to the cinema to see it. It does not deserve a big screen. And I really hate the fact that this is the first review of this show.
I think if you're making a film about the Eiffel Tower that does not deserve the big screen, then you're probably not doing something right. Hey?
Saying something.
But hey, if you want a French love story with an enormous phallic symbol in the middle of it, then Eiffel is on general release.
It's a great video, wasn't it?
I couldn't take my eyes off it.
No, neither could they.
Do they know, do you think, that they can keep up to date with all things Kermode and Mayo's take by following us on our socials? Because they're all here below.
Well, they definitely know it now.
That's true.